Welcome to Planet Pluto Shoot.
Bravo, bravo, whoop, whoop, tango, 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 hey, what's happening, blacks? Hey, y'all know who it is, right? It's me, your homegirl, the one and only. I gotta move my camera around so y'all can see my blackness in the back. There it is. You know, we gotta have our little blackness. It's me, your homegirl, King of Loc, coming to you live and direct from Cleveland, Ohio. Guess what, y'all? We got some warm weather today. I'm doing the cabbage patch. I'm doing the walk. What y'all know about that? Okay, that's what's happening. They're right over here. Y'all know who that is, right? It's the one and only, the hair oracle, aka Cheryl Morrow. She's the hair oracle. Okay. And you guys have just tuned. I think we are like we got almost 200. Because after 200, we're not gonna count no more.
We almost 200.
We like 188, 188, 18, we 188. We up in there in the 88 because we was 187. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was on see, I'm getting mixed up. Okay. That was on numbers. That was 187. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. This 110. Okay. We are on planet Pluto Pseudo, and boy, we have a wonderful show for you guys tonight. You are going to love this. Let me put my mic for so y'all can hear who I'm about to be bringing on in a few minutes. Let me get my mic sound. Okay, get my mic sound nice. Okay, we will be interviewing the one and only Mr. Thando Kafele, the King of Loc. It's about natural hair. That's what this podcast, the title of it is Natural Hair Goes Virtual. The King of Loc's big vision. Now, this one is for all you naturalistas, you locticians, your lock specialists, your lock repairs, your braiders, everybody, any and everything, your scalp conditions, your holistic, your wellness, all of the people you love. This gentleman is bringing this to you guys virtually. And what he said, y'all don't have to pay for no hotel rooms. You can drink your own drizzy drink. You know what I'm saying? You get to see the people up close and personal. Because when you go to a hair show, sure, you know how that is, right? It's a long line of people. Like the last show we went to, we were in Houston, right? Sure had this long line. I'm like, hurry up. We ready to go eat. Hurry up. I know you, Mr. Mom. I'm like, come on, y'all. Just shake our hand. Let's go. If you're a cosmetologist, you go to the hair show. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You won't have to do that. You will not have to do that, though. In Houston, we had a wonderful time because the teacher, remember from the barber school, she took us to this great Mexican restaurant. So get ready. Tonight. We can't do that, but you're gonna learn so much about this natural hair show that's going virtual. From the one and only, the King of Loc. We're talking about natural hair goes virtual. And this is his big vision. And so you have just landed on planet Pluto Pseudo. Now, to those of you who are like, what is this? What is planet Pluto Pseudo? You know what I'm saying? National BB Hair Locks. I like that name. How you doing over there on Instagram? And then we got Art B, September 6th. That's my son's birthday. You must be cold-blooded. You got to be if your name is Art B, September 6th. Man, I love you. I don't even know you, Art B. But that's my baby's birthday, so you all right with me. You got the cake. Hey, Al. No, what's up, Al Mays? Instagram coming through. Oh, that's what you do when you bring on the King of Loc. People just start coming through. Well, we need to have his ass on. King of Loc. If he bringing people in like that. Oh, look at this chat. Y'all like, oh, okay, Kafele must be a celebrity or something. Okay.
The King.
Okay, Paso. What's up, Selena? I'm gonna look out for you, baby. I know you had a hard, she had to work hard. She had things to do. I got you, Selena. Don't worry. I got you when you come to the hair salon. How you guys doing? We are Coco Whitaker. There you go with that name. Ooh,
that Coco Whitaker, man.
Ooh, that Coco. That sound like forget Coco Chanel. Let me show y'all that. Look at Coco Whitaker. She got 7.35 What's going on, Miss Coco? Welcome, y'all.
I want to introduce y'all to my little niece. She just had.
Please. Classic. Hello.
Hi.
Oh. Now wait a minute. Tell us your name and all that good stuff.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Davida Elizabeth Jartu, and I'm so honored to be here.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. She is just that amazing in real life. I met her in real life, and we clicked like this.
Magic.
As a matter of fact, the reason why y'all could see the street naming ceremony was because of Classic. She did that thing.
And wait a minute, she's so wonderful. I've been to the Shake Shack all this time. She comes and she gets free food for the next time.
Ain't that something? That's what kids do. That's why I love children. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share some pictures when we get the King of Loc. Wait, before we a classic horror sister. Hey, sister. Okay, so let me just show y'all a little bit right quick. I'm going to see if I can just share my screen of some images. Speaking of children being the future. Now, y'all get ready because we're about to bring on the King of Loc momentarily. I see him getting his camera ready. He looking real good. Good with the T because he ready for y'all. Okay, but let me just share with you guys what I did this morning right quick. I ain't gonna do a whole bunch, but when you do some cool stuff.
Oh yeah, when she go on location,
you just gotta show off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just show all your peoples and everything. So let me just share just a little bit. I gotta do it, Cheryl. Somebody gotta do it. Okay, there you go. I'm like, where'd she go? Okay, let me bring it back up. All right, there she go. All right, so let me just make this big just for a little bit. I'm not going to scroll through the whole thing, but I just want you guys to know that I spent my whole morning and part of my afternoon at Shaw High School's Career Day. And these are the wonderful students, and that's RDT in the back. And when I tell you this young girl right here with these locks in her hair, now Shaw does not have a barbering program, right, Cheryl? So they're going to, no, they don't. But they want to do this so bad. They're in cosmetology school in hopes that the officials, the decision makers in the school board or whatever, that they will bring a barbering program to Shaw High School. Now, these are two young ladies who are going out on a limb, and I'm not saying barbers are just for men, but just to show you what the future will do. So currently there is no barber school there, but they're going to get their cosmetology license. So the guy's hair was like a little kinky in the back, right? So I said, well, let me just show her how to comb it out because they was just kind of struggling. She says, oh no, ma'am, you can't use oil when you're going to line the hair because it'll, cause the blade to slip and you may cause more. And I was like, I was like, and now I don't know if you guys can see this in the picture, but she's actually, if you look at the second picture here with the girl, she's showing, she's actually teaching her. She's sharing with her. She was so good. And I hope that, sure, there's this thing that the youth are just like crap. They're calling them like YNs. Like, I don't like that kind of talk. If you don't like that kind of talk, put the children are the future. And I just want you guys to see the children are the future. So I set everything up. But this young lady here, you guys might recall her on our podcast. Remember Miss Sabrina? She had just graduated from cosmetology school. Now look at her taking over. You see that? Beautiful. Now, last year I did that, right? But this year she handled, and look at her handling all of those cosmetology students. And I just wanted to let you guys know that the virtual show, the virtual natural hair show that the King of Loc is about to share with us. I hope that these pictures inspire you, especially if you are um you want to work in the natural hair community, or maybe you're already in it. These pictures should encourage you to purchase your tickets and attend that event, because this is the type of excitement that happens in our industry. And I know Kafele is going to bring it and share with you guys why you should most certainly attend his event online. But I wanted to use this to show you that if you are concerned
Wow.
about the future, if the kids can take care of us, I hope this picture, these images soothe your worries. These kids, they got us. You hear
Very
what I'm saying,
talented,
sir?
very talented, very inspired, very ready, very capable. Maybe not experienced. That's not the point. The point is that they have definitely earned our trust by giving their all during their educational process. But their extra time, extra curriculum time, to do these types of shows and to do these types of things, it shows initiative. And so
Yeah.
proud of
And this
them.
wasn't like in the afternoon. This like 8:30 in the morning.
Well,
Okay.
initiative.
Okay. Y'all see them with them coats on, because they came in from outside. It was, and they had all the other careers, representing there. Like cybersecurity. They had daycare. They had the military. They had DJing. So and the other thing I want to say, I'm going to stop sharing this right now. But the other thing I want to share, Cheryl, is that when you hear all of this talk about this number 45 and his invasion in Venezuela and all the things that he's doing, the argument is that he is trying to force manufacturing. He wants to make America great again and bring these jobs back to America. Now, when I bring in the King of Loc, he's going to let you guys know, don't nobody want them jobs. Them kids ain't trying to work in no factory making these little earrings and these little Chanels and these little necklaces. They don't want to do that. They want a career. And I just want to let you guys know that that's what's happening. That's what's going down. I saw it for myself. I volunteered
They want
to do
money.
that.
They want
Yeah.
the American dream.
They
They
want the
know
respect
that,
too.
well, and they know that, laboring is part of the career part, but they want a path to elevation. They want a path to improving. They want to get better every time. And they don't want the ceiling at their neck, and they want the path of being able to blossom and go to the next level and the next level and the next level. And they know that their personal work is part of it, but they want the path to be there when they're in the possibilities and the opportunities to be there. Yeah, without a doubt.
Bottom line,
Without a doubt.
that's
And
just,
beauty is one of those industries that
yeah.
you can expand and explore and grow and make it your own.
Yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
So speaking of making our own, without further ado, we are about to get ready to bring in the King of Loc, and he's going to be sharing with us about his virtual natural hair show. But before we bring him in, I'm going to play a little clip for you guys. We got a little, a little bootleg commercial. What I'm saying? This is the Afro hair side. This is America's favorite podcast, right? So we got to have it set up like we. All right. So let's see his 30 seconds. That's all. 30 seconds. African Intelligence, the world's first virtual natural hair show. Check him out.
From the roots of tradition to the rise of technology, a new era of beauty culture innovation begins. Introducing the first African Intelligence virtual natural hair show, where the art of natural hair meets the power of artificial intelligence. This is not just a show, it's a revolution, a movement to celebrate Black excellence, creativity, and the genius of our roots.
We didn't plan that, y'all. We did not plan that. So y'all know what I want y'all to do. Let's get ready. The chat is looking pretty full. We're firing on all cylinders. We got Facebook rocking. We got YouTube. We got Instagram. So let's get ready to bring in. Get our little claps going. Let's come on. Let's get ready. Put some clap emojis in the chat. About to come through. The one.
Only.
Higher. All right, here you go. The King of Loc, Mr. Thando Kafele. There he is. Ooh, yay! Are we
What's up, brother?
to have you?
Good evening, ladies.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What's
How
up?
are you?
I'm great.
Look at that smile. Let me borrow those teeth. I don't have to buy these damn braces. This shit. Grabbing this shit over with. That's the worst thing I could have. I digress. I'm sorry, y'all. Anywho, welcome to like, anytime somebody got good teeth, I just get jealous. I'll be like, I have ugly toes and ugly teeth. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm putting on my business.
Oh my God.
I don't have beautiful feet. I don't have any. I'm sorry, McMee. I'm sorry. But my breath don't stink.
Nice
I'm just saying. Kafele got nice everything. Look at him. Wouldn't you like to know? He like, why come on this podcast?
We are ready to.
We are ready.
Me.
All right, he's ready. Oh, wait. Right quick, Kafele. Cheryl loves disco, right? And every Thursday, in the 2026, we got to highlight what the hit of the week was back in the 70s where disco was in. So let me just share you right quick, Kafele. This was the jam. And this was about 45 years ago. Me and Cheryl had to be about what? We had to probably be about 11 or 12 years old or something to that. So this was the jam back in the day when Cheryl was little. We talk about the natural hair movement. Okay, you can't get more natural than this. You ready? You make me feel like dancing. I want to dance the night away. You make me feel like dancing. Sing it. Hey, I feel like dancing.
Hey.
Dance the night away.
And he had his little afro too.
You know what, Kafele, I could not have made this up. But this is this podcast is dedicated to natural hair goes virtual. We got African Intelligence, the world's first virtual natural hair show. This is your vision. And so when I looked up, like, what was the jam, for that week, this came up in the 70s. You make me feel like dancing. I'm like, oh, well, now look at that Afro natural. That's a white guy with a serious. See, that's why we say it's not about race. And we hope some of that's going to come up in tonight's conversation. But that's Leo Sayers. You make me feel like dancing. Also, what was number one was Rod Stewart, Tonight's the Night. Remember that show? Tonight.
That's my mom's favorite.
Tonight.
That's my mom.
All right. Y'all know about that. And then last but not least, the third hit was You Don't Have to Be a Star, Baby. Marilyn McCoy.
Baby, hey,
sing it, Cheryl.
To be in my show. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
I just, what, Kafele, I find it hard to believe that Cheryl was a disco
wait a
head.
minute. And it's more than just the sound, because it was the lightest, most positive, most wonderful music, but it built the liquor companies and it built the nightclub world. Just black music, and disco is actually R&B.
Oh, okay.
But they wanted to call it disco, but disco is R&B. But it was all the love messages. It was fun. It didn't talk about anything negative. It was a great era of just positive music. So that's my favorite genre.
That's out. Who knew? That's some trivia here. So there you have, and that makes a perfect segue when she talked about it was nothing but pure love. It was positivity. It brought people together. That's kind of like your virtual natural hair show. Nothing but
Absolutely.
love, nothing
Number
but
two.
positivity. So, with that being said, Kafele, tell us about, first of all, we need to know who you are because we got some new cousins in the chat that have no clue who is the King of Loc, who is Thando Kafele. So let people, we have lots of new family members here that has no idea of who you are. So share with them a little bit about who you are and what you do, and then we're going to get into your passion because I don't know what would
Your
make you
vision.
do a hair show virtual. I want to hear this one. I mean, I'm thirsty for this one, but I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna curb my thirst. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself and who is who is the King of Loc, and where's the Queen if there's one?
You are so messy.
Say boo. Wiki, when somebody say something like that, you always start in trouble. Wiki, just say this: messy boots.
See boots. Go ahead, King.
Good evening, ladies. Thank you for having me yet again at this space. My name is Thando Kafele. I am contribution. I am a 30-year natural hair veteran. I am a self-esteem specialist. I have stepped into this very curious, unknown space of leadership, which is very scary at times. Leadership is not popular. And I came into this industry to make a difference. I don't really care if people like me. I am a natural hair loctician, and I am committed to consistently teach, coach our people to love, honor, and respect the hair that God gave us.
Mm.
Absolutely.
I am in the pursuit of nappiness. The revolution will not be texturized on my watch. But
The
yes,
revolution. Look at Gil Scott Heron like y'all better go on, brother. Hey, y'all better go listen to that poem, by the way. The revolution will not
No
be
doubt.
texturized because the revolution is live, baby. Messy boots. That's a bold statement. We got two
Yeah.
cosmetologists. All we texturize shit all day, and he like not under my watch. I love it. I love it. So now we hear your position. Now we got to give a little backdrop. Now how'd you get so bold and so comfortable in that stance to be so committed against all odds? But now it's pretty much the norm. But you came at a time when straight hair texturized was the norm. So how did you get very build up, or did you just come in with that stance that I'm committed to this for life, or did you have to build up to it, find your quote unquote space in the place, something like that?
well, I'm not against anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just take a stand for what's heartfelt to me, what is my core principles. And so if anybody knows any history about me, I was mentored, trained directly by two Black men,
Hmm.
Mr. Adamola Mandela and Mr. Orrin Saunders. And these two Black men set a bar for natural hair that I wanted to enroll in. And they did not play no games with me. I am still in communication with them 30 years later. They are still my mentors. Um, and yes, if anybody knows Orrin Saunders or Adamola Mandela, you would clearly see that I am their son, not biological, but
Mm-hmm.
but logical.
Wow. Well, let me just tell you this right quick. I'm over here on Instagram, and when I tell you, baby, you are getting mad love. Mad. I'm talking about Cheryl. This joint, he like the poor righteous teacher, rock this funky joint. Okay.
Uh,
And now, but that's
how many times do I tell?
wow. So to everybody, it's too many
He's the one.
people for
He's
me
the
to
one. He's the
even
one.
to say, but you got a lot of love, a lot of support, a lot of respect is definitely what I see. When someone refers to you as the grandmaster, I mean, Jesus, that's pretty powerful. So we are like extremely honored. And again, guys, we are welcome to America's favorite podcast about Afro hair. Right now, you are on Planet Pluto Pseudo. We are interviewing the one and only Mr. Thando Kafele, aka the King of Loc. This particular podcast is all about his natural hair show, his big vision. We want to know all about it. And of course, we want to be able to support. I got my ticket. I just want to let y'all know. Nizzo, okay? I got my ticket because I'm gonna be up on the virtual, okay? So we want to know a little bit more about that. But before we get a little bit more into your vision, can you tell us about those people who inspired you? And sure, are you familiar with those people as well? Because I think this is important. I have Cheryl expound on it a little bit more. It's like it seems like some people don't know the importance of mentoring and things of that nature, but you came out the gate like giving credit to those who poured into you. So tell us a little bit more about those two individuals, and what was that pouring into experience like when you said they didn't play? Because some people think that natural hair is a hobby, but clearly that's not the position that you're taking. So share with us a little bit about that, and then Cheryl, you just jump in. And I'm not familiar with these gentlemen, so this is new for me because I don't know them. I've never heard their names before, and this is why, again, we're very honored to even have you on because we need to know who these people are.
So there's nothing in the world. I always say this. There's nothing more important in the world than to tell someone thank you. Adamola Mandela is the godfather of natural hair. He is one of the godfathers of natural hair. He created and was the visionary behind CNAPS. CNAPS was an institution that allowed people to get their kinky and nappy hair serviced. CNAPS. There was 3 locations, and it created a consciousness of how people wore and celebrated their natural hair on the East Coast.
Hmm.
He was very tall. He is very tall, very sharp with his conversation, always well dressed. Um, and Orrin is from Guyana, and he is very strict, very hard back man, very opinionated. And
Hmm.
I came from those energies. And so these were 2 Black men. And because I didn't have a dad present in my life, he's physically here on earth, but he wasn't in my life. Um, and so Orrin and Mandela were the father figures that I never had.
Now, is this gentleman here that I looked at his name? Is this him with the yellow?
That is him.
Wow.
Yes.
Is he
Mhm.
single? No, I'm just kidding. Messy boots. This is Mr. So you guys can know who he is. Adamola Mandela. And it says that this guy, when you type his name up, everything that Mr. Kafele just shared with us is true, and I have never. I feel bad. Like I should know who he is. Wow. Are
Well,
you
we
familiar
can,
with him, Cheryl?
Absolutely.
How many
Absolutely.
people in the chat? Let
When
us.
did we were on the phone with him, well, about a year ago when we were doing something for you, Thando, and
yes,
you had us speak, and we were helping him through through the new generation of technology
yes.
Wow.
that he was quite open to. But
I was. How many people? How many people in the chat are familiar with Mr. Adamola Mandela? Put yes or no, and even on Instagram, we definitely need to give this gentleman his flowers and his recognition, and we need to know more about who he is. And again, this is why we want you guys to support Kafele, and this is why we need to go to the virtual natural hair show and attend it, because sometimes we think we just know everything. Like I just know the King of Loc, but somebody had to teach him something. You know what I'm saying? So his influence is very that's powerful. The things that you're saying about him, and what's the other gentleman's name? Omar
Warren
Orrin.
Saunders.
Oren. Okay, okay.
And Orrin Saunders is still the owner of Locks and Chops. Locks and Chops is the elevation of Knaps, and Locks and Chops is still one of maybe the only natural hair institution in Midtown Manhattan.
Wow. Now, what do you mean by natural hair institution? Now, all of this is new for me. Okay, some people know who he is, and some people don't. So, thank you, Kafele. So, what is meant by natural hair? The only natural hair institution.
A natural hair institution is the other, no, not the other. It's an extension of cosmetology. It's an extension of hair. It is another conversation.
Well, let's put it this way.
Okay.
The Locks and Chops and then they're still there. They are an institution, because an institution has to be from whom you've had no knowledge. So they took it and created it into what it is, into an art form, a methodology, so it can be retaught and then commercialized so people can make a living off of it, right? And so that is what the institution, and because we have so many branches of what and who and where we like to look like and how we adorn ourselves, that's the root, right? And so once it comes up through the stalk, it branches out. And so men, like he mentioned, Adamola, I met him through my mentor, Juliet Hinton, which was Harold's. And Harold, right? And that is how I met them, because I walked into their apartment on the west side in the Village in New York, because I lived in New York for 19 years, and I saw the book right at her door, Authentic, right? And so at that point, I began to understand and respect the art form, because we have a lot of subcultures that branch off, that create the institutionalized portion, the education, the look, the fashion, the respect, the culture, the behavior, the code of conduct, and things of that nature. And so they put all of that into what we call locking,
Yes.
right? And so that's how I remembered it, and that's how I came into a connection with it.
For me,
And then I met Thando.
Okay. And then he popped in. There he was. Now, this to me is very, very important. It is also very, very powerful, because there is, and this, we're going to get a little deeper, there is this kind of and this it's coming from social media. I know social media is not always reflective of the real world, but there is this a school of thought, I'll put it that way, that's coming across on social media that locking hair is something that is so artistic, it doesn't require any of what you guys are talking, especially when you look at some of the images of, what's being done, to the hair. But you guys are talking about that there's an actual, institution, there's more into this form of hairstyling than just grabbing some hair and, palm rolling it and putting, custers and things like that, on the hair. How do you guys I don't want to say compete, but how do you work through all of that static that that form of hairstyling is not all worthy of institution status?
So let me just add something. Mandela and the institution of locks and knaps and locks and chops, we were the ones who created, started, pioneered grooming. We were the ones who started using the comb method.
Let me drop the bomb on that. Now, y'all thinking this stuff just came out of obscurity on
There,
TikTok.
there was a request from the community, from us who worked in corporate America, that they wanted to have locks, but they wanted a more pristine, parted, clean aesthetic. We created that. And so I want to give my mentors their flowers, because before them, people palm rolled. And there's hundreds of other ways to groom locks, but the comb method is something that was groundbreaking. It
Mm.
it gave style, artistry. It created an aesthetic that made certain groups of Black people comfortable
Mhm.
with the idea
Mhm.
of wearing locks. So when they have these conversations around gatekeeping and stuff like that, it's a conversation that maybe should be held in a panel discussion,
Mm.
because information not shared has no value.
Oh,
So you
oh, oh,
so you
oh, okay. Y'all, repeat that, mother. Repeat that, mother. Information, what? Say it again.
information not shared has no value.
Oh,
So
y'all better hit that thumbs up button if y'all want to hear what else he got to say.
it is
Y'all
not
better
the
quit playing, y'all. Quit playing. I'm
it is
sorry.
not the desire to gatekeep, but there also has to be a conversation that honors our elders and our pioneers. So music wise, Babyface, Michael Jackson, they get streams. For the elders in cosmetology and the elders in the beauty industry, how do we honor our elders, and how do they get streams? So the young generation are making use of these techniques, but we don't give back. We don't say
Mm.
thank you. And these people in natural hair, in cosmetology, in all beauty phases, have created lanes when there were no lanes. And these lanes allow us to live. They allow us to eat. They allow us to do better. And so everybody and their mother today are doing locks and making use of the comb method. Never a hashtag Adamola, never a hashtag Knaps, Locks and Chops, Orange Saunders. How do we honor the pioneers and the people of this industry who created lanes when there were no lanes?
Wow. I am not a loctician, y'all. I am a cosmetologist. And let me just say, big ups to you for what you are saying, because Shirley and I was actually having this conversation about you don't. And I'm just talking about my experience. I ain't gonna talk about everybody else. But it is not uncommon to walk into a school or a hair salon or a CEU class to ask people who inspired you. And some people, they actually get a little offended, like, like they just out of, like I said, obscurity. I need some new vocabulary, sure, help me out. They just came with this without any inspiration, or they might say something like, God, my mama, as if they're, you know what I'm saying, Cheryl? If you can relate to that, share some of your experiences, um, in the professional world where people don't pay homage. It is as if they don't know of any people. Now that you've told me that, now I'm about to go crazy with Adamola, and y'all gonna get me these names, because I'm about to put their name out here like toilet paper, baby. Because I'm gonna ask everybody in my salon, they gonna know it, because we gonna find some pictures. You're right. So Cheryl, talk about that phenomenon as we
Well, you talk
move a
about
little
the
bit
beautiful
forward
young.
to his vision with cultural shit that some professionals, you know.
Well, they're just like the young lady you saw today. I mean, you said that you gave her, a platform, and you encouraged her, and then you saw her today, and she just took off, and she handled what she needed to handle, and that's because of her experience with you. It's in that little 15 minutes of fame that you shared with her. The key here is that you because all of what we're talking about is there's one word. It's inheritance. And what you're supposed to do is that we don't have to be Adamola over. He did what he did, and when you create the lane, your job is to get on the road and get in that lane and
Doc,
to drive on it. You don't have to do it over. And
my
that
word,
is, I'm sorry, go ahead.
you said inheritance.
Go ahead.
My word
Yes.
is inheritance.
Okay. All right.
And so, yes.
Yeah.
Adamola
and all we're talking about is, yeah, go ahead.
Mandela and Oren were the visionaries that were directly in tune with me. But I am the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I am the grandson, the nephew of Mr. Murrow. I am the spirit of Bronner Brothers. I am the spirit of Derek Scurry. I am the spirit of all the male greats in this industry. Yeah, I'm a product of all of them. I honor all of them. And yes, and shout out to the people at Knaps who never get a name mentioned.
Absolutely.
The people at Locks and Chops, Chris, Najeti, Michelle, Naima, Joy, Marius, Malik, Barry, Rastalo, all of the staff was a contribution to me.
Wow.
What you see with the King of Loc is contribution. I don't wake up and do this by
Absolutely.
myself. The woman, Miss Marion Council George, who stood up at a hair show, at a competition, and said, "You are the King of Loc." Miss Marion Council George, you have no clue how you shaped the trajectory of who I am, not only as a man and as a stylist. As the King of Loc, I walk differently. I
Wow.
talk differently. My posture is differently. I think before I speak. And sometimes thinking like Kafele is too small. I gotta say, what would Oprah do?
Okay.
What would Jay-Z do? What would Obama do?
What would Ladosha do? Throw me in there. Make me feel like I'm famous.
What would Ladosha do?
Oh, I just love it. Oh my gosh.
And so, yes, this King of Loc thing, it comes with a responsibility. And I take it very seriously. And I am amazed that the community has embraced it and support me through this walk.
Well, as we move forward in the conversation, if you are new to what I know, this is new to me, replay this, write those names down. If you teach in a school, if you are around students, if this is what you do for a profession, I think that we should all make it our business that the people we work around know who these people are. Because just as you said, Derek Scurry, then McKee Bay, big ups to you, McKee. I'm liking the way you're looking over there on your photo there. Had put the name up just as you were saying it. We need to know who these people are, because we, like you said, we use these techniques, but you just don't hear any mentioning. And Cheryl and I, we talked about that. It's really, really, really important now more than ever that we know the evolution of how we got to where we're at in this industry, because, like you said, so many people poured into it. That's why I asked Cheryl, to just add a little bit more, because there are students, there are people who are watching this who may not really know the importance of knowing who made it possible for you to do exactly what you do today. I see people doing the comb method. I don't know how to do it, but they don't even mention these. Like, I don't think I'm just going to be honest. I know the people in my salon who work and do it. I know they've never heard, but they're going to know. They're going to know. As a matter of fact,
absolutely,
I'm going to pay for all of our natural hairstylists, to come to your show. That's my commitment. I'm gonna pour into my people in my salon, because I just bought my ticket. You know how salon owners are. I'm sorry, y'all, just a human being. But I can do better. I'm sorry. I'm just telling the truth, y'all. This is the best truth telling time we got.
That's right. No. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to. I ain't gonna be able to get that. I'm not gonna be able to get that.
We can be. Absolutely.
I ain't gonna be able to get that chicken wing dinner. I'm gonna have to put my ribs back. It's okay. I ain't gonna be able to go to TJ Maxx.
5062. She said she is the protege of Derek Scurry.
Makiba, who you're speaking about. Makiba is my partner in African intelligence.
All right. Okay, come on, y'all. Come
absolutely.
through.
Well, we're good for you.
Okay,
all right.
Okay. All right. See what happens when we know what we don't know. Okay. All right. So now that we know the importance of, like you said, paying it forward, and we got to stop saying we making stuff up, y'all, because I ain't gonna say no names, though I really want to, but I ain't gonna be messy boots now. But I've met some people who say that they made stuff up. But now Makiba, I'm gonna have to go back and be like, that's a lie. Cause people be telling. I'm a cosmetologist. This is not my lane. I'm learning something new today.
Well, at the end of the day, if we don't tell it, hey.
Yeah, so people
it's
make
our
stuff
story to
up.
tell.
Right.
If we
It's
don't
our
tell
story
it,
to tell. Okay.
they
So
don't make
what
it
now?
up.
So now tell us what in the French toast. No, let me take. I can't say French toast and bologna sandwich. Nah, Lawana, that ain't gonna work. So let me say, what in the lock butter and jail made you come up with a virtual? I mean, really? I mean, what made you come up with a virtual natural hair show? And then you had the mitigated Kiki Nappy goal to name
No,
African with A intelligence. So how did you come up with this? I mean, that's a lot of jail nerve. That's a lot of lock butter nerve. I'm gonna call it. That's it, Makiba. That's our new. What the lock butter nerve? What the king of lock is you talking about? We ain't go. You know how we say mother. We gonna say, the king of lock was you. What the king of lock is you saying? So, but what the lock butter made you come up with this big vision to take this and make it virtual?
I went to Africa. I went to BAM, Brooklyn Academy of Music, to Dance Africa over the summer. And during the performances, they had these artificial intelligent pictures on the screen of elephants and kings and queens and giraffes and sand. And I said, there's something about the artificial that doesn't resonate for me. And I said, there's nothing artificial about Black people. So let me frame it. Let me frame it as African intelligent. And there's always something about Black people and being African. It's okay to be Black, but it scares people to be African, to claim ancestry, to claim beginnings. And so Sister Soldier has a quote. Black people, too scared to call themselves African and too dumb to know the difference, even if they did.
I'm sorry. Clap for Jesus. I'm praising. Oh, woo! Get the Holy Ghost. Talk that talk.
You need a praise break.
I need a praise.
So African intelligence came into fruition. I just needed to remove the C because with Kafele, I always have to acknowledge the K.
You better you better lock that butter. What the king of lock? You see what I'm saying, Makiba? I got to say it. What the king of lock?
But
I was
seriously,
wondering what that K meant. I said, now why would he put a K? And I'm from the projects. Trish, when you from the projects.
It's that rebellious.
I'm sorry, Makiba. Let me act right.
So
go ahead.
The seriousness of it is African intelligence comes from two spaces: the space of education and the space of economy. The first space of education is that we have a ton of stylists who do the mechanical every day. They're doing the work, but they don't desire the education. They don't desire to know anything before them. And so I did not go to an institution of cosmetology, but I was educated by the infrastructure of cosmetology.
You don't want none. They don't want none, Makiba. They don't want none. Y'all better back up off me smelling coffee.
It's It's like when some people say, some of my best friends are Black.
Ow!
Some of my best friends are cosmetologists.
Come on.
And the Bronner Brothers show.
I'm okay with that.
The Bronner Brothers show and the IBS show and all of the shows, natural, cosmetology, braid shows, barber shows, they created the posture of how I walk and how I talk. They created the difference between trend and standards. And those are the giants who put the core values of how I move and how I talk. We didn't have in natural hair giants who were educators. We didn't have, they didn't have those platforms. And so I infiltrated the Bronner Brothers show.
You better. You know
because they weren't doing natural hair. And I had a responsibility for natural hair to be visible. So I infiltrated spaces like Jane Carter.
what?
And I made sure that natural hair had a voice and it had a view. But again, African Intelligent, the first space is education. These are speakers who are not only natural hairstylists.
I put my lipstick on because I'm about to kiss him. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to move, Cheryl. Scoot over. Let me give you a big. Because you know when you say education, now let me jump in right quick. Let me jump in because when you say, have you ever heard of a sapiophile? Anybody know what that word means?
Oh man, they don't know what that means.
Okay, when you look up sapiophile, that's why I put my lipstick on. If you're a sapiophile, put that in, baby, because you saw. I said, hold on, I'm about to kiss him. Hold on, when he said education, okay. Now let me just say this, because I'm an educator. I am a sapiophile. Okay, don't cook it up, baby. Look it up. So you're talking about education. Now, I'm here in the state of Ohio, right? And when they first came through with the natural hair, option as a career, a niche. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit excited. And the argument was that the natural hair profession or people, technicians or whatever, they don't need this education. Now I can't argue regulation, y'all, because the last time I tried, I got that's a whole nother conversation. But I don't have enough information, education to argue regulation, but I do have enough to argue education. And so the argument that they had, and this was, I'm gonna say it again, the Koch brothers, y'all know the Institute for Justice people. I hate them mofos, okay? So they were, though they're for regulation, okay, but they wasn't pushing education. And so, I mean, they're anti-regulation. Let me get that right. So the argument was that in Africa, ain't nobody, getting no education and license to braid and lock and, this on this natural hair. And I was like, I'm sorry. This is before the internet, okay? This kind of internet, I mean social media. And I said, come again. This is what I said. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get this right. This is what they said, right? So this is what I said. Kafele. Let me just put it on up here. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. They said they don't in Africa, they don't need no education. They're not getting on they don't need that. And I said this. What you talking about, Willis? So y'all gonna tell me a whole continent don't require braiders and people who lock hair, whatever, all the stuff that they do, to have any license. And they said, nope. I said, oh, I'll be right back. So my little tacky ghetto trifling, a double crooked letter, messy boots weekend, messy boots. I emailed every cosmetology school in the continent of Africa. Yes, I did. I tell the story 1,000 times. And this woman right here, her name is Fatou Sangay. Several schools, I just asked them to write a letter, right? Can you just write a letter so that I could tell these mofos here in the state of Ohio that you have to have some education to braid and lock hair in Africa on certain places? So she said, I'm gonna come here. So how did you get to the point in your career where you're saying, I'm going to put on a virtual hair show, but education is at the front when people are not, I mean, America wants to get rid of the education. You do know that, right?
I don't know.
Saying,
I don't know.
Well, you know, they got rid of the Department of Education and they trying to they gonna deregulate cosmetology, y'all. It's just a matter of time. I hate to bust y'all bubble, but I digress.
I believe the wrong people are in the wrong conversations. Us as hairstylists, I don't believe that we should be completely involved in these conversations. Why don't you give the public an opportunity to ask them what they want? Do they want educated stylists? Do they want knowledgeable people? Do they want licensed people? Give the public an opportunity.
We got some public in the chat. Do y'all want uneducated or do y'all want educated people? Now I said I can't argue the license, so we're gonna put the license on the side. But he said education is at the forefront, so I'm sticking to education. Just
because you have a license, that doesn't mean you have education.
And
you have protection. You are in compliance, but that doesn't guarantee that you're going to do the right things.
Okay.
Well, let me just say this. That's fine, but as public advocates and how we take a artistic, and because of the nature of how cosmetology started in the commerce world, it started that we had our own interprofessionalism code of conduct and our own standards. And because once that happens, we do have a responsibility to lead. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's not that I don't care what the public wants, but I can't watch the public and the hen house at the same time. And what I would like for us to do, and I think we're doing it, I think we do it in different ways, but at the end of the day, I know that customers and clients and students expect when they pay for their education, whatever level it is, whatever certificate they're getting, whatever piece of paper they're getting, they expect an exchange of philosophy, method, science, biology, a level of information that allows them to feel that their money was well spent.
I agree.
And that they can take that and separate themselves from a layman. And so that they can have an authorization in which to make a living and say, I got this, I obtained this, I can do this, and I can do this better than you. So therefore, I'm going to create a business and a career, and therefore you're going to get an honest product for an honest dollar. And I think that once we create enough experience in doing that, it is our responsibility to lead and to show them where the bodies are buried, show them what to avoid, give them tips, do's and don'ts. That's what makes us professionals. Your thoughts?
Yeah.
But the public has to create a distinction between the two. They have to be smarter than their smartphone in choosing mentors. And so, again,
I'm a little lost on that one. Y'all know.
Well.
The same way you have a consultation with a client
and professional.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you, Doc.
No, I just make a distinction between the public and a professional, because this is geared to professionals. And I know a lot of people are going to various of people may register for the show, right? But mainly we are giving them a difference of philosophy and education from a professional perspective. But go ahead.
So, African intelligence, the first day of the show is education. It's the first day because
And can we get
education,
that date? What date is that, please?
February 15th and 16th.
Oh, he gonna come after Valentine's Day.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no. Black History Month.
Black History, but I have to put Valentine's Day in there because some of us gonna be like, I can't be with you. I'm about to go to the hair show tomorrow. I don't want no Valentine's candy. I want a ticket to the virtual. Don't get candy, okay?
But that's why it's both, because it's virtual and you can come back to it. So the first day of the show is education. You will get 4 educators, 4 every hour. At the traditional hair show, you have to go to the show and you have to try to remember everything that you learned. With African intelligence, if you purchase the VIP ticket, you will receive 6 months of replays.
Ooh.
6
Ooh.
months of replays. For $99, we are offering you $99,000 worth of information.
Wow.
We are giving you speakers that have been vetted and handpicked by me, because there's a lot of stylists who do great work. Doesn't necessarily mean you can teach something. So I have created the Hair Avengers.
Ooh.
The hair used to be X-Men, K-Men. And so this is a group of cosmetologists, locticians, braiders, barbers, cultural speakers, content creators, Gen Zs. My youngest speaker is 8 years old.
Did y'all hear that? The youngest speaker is 8 years old at the African Intelligence Virtual Natural Hair Show, February 15th and 16th online. $100. $100. You get $99,000 worth of education, and it stays up there. You will have access for how many months afterwards again, Kafele?
6.
6
Because
months.
children are usually not allowed in the hair show. So I'm creating a strategic voice for children. You don't have to look for child care. You don't have to look for pet care. You don't have to get you don't have to get a hotel. You don't have to get airfare. You don't have to spend Uber to and from the airport.
So all the baby mamas, where we at? I'm a baby mama. All my baby mamas, we can go. Because when I was a baby mama, we couldn't do shit. So he got something for I'm a baby mama. Hey, 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 hey. He got something for all the single ladies, all the ladies that's got their own, whatever you got jumping off. He got something for you, but I'm glad you mentioned that, because when I had my babies, I couldn't do nothing. And now we got a virtual show. We can bring our babies. So thank you for looking out for the baby mamas. I'm just talking about Ladosha. I ain't talking about the other baby mamas. I'm talking about me. So thank you.
So, yes. And when you go to the traditional hair show, you can't pull out your iPhone. You can't videotape. You have to try to retain that knowledge. And so we've created a strategic place for people to learn. And you don't have to be a hairstylist. You can be a layman, you can be a consumer, and you can just get information. This is an opportunity to be unified, to be in one space, under one people, and learn from each other and engage with each other.
That sounds like the Funkadelic. One nation under a groove. Getting down just for the funk of it. They don't know nothing about that. Okay.
This
I don't know
is
no
this,
about that.
Papa,
Baby.
now.
this
Locks don't feel
is
me now. Give
this
you
is
more of what you're fucking for.
this is the
All right, we
elevation.
We
good.
got a little excited.
We
We
got
got a
it
little
out of our
excited.
system.
We got it out.
This is the elevation of hair show.
Wow.
This
Now that's the
is
first day. Now I hope y'all understand. Now that's February the 15th. Every hour you're going to get education. Now we have the people here on the Afro Hairstyles YouTube channel. We got y'all rocking out with us on Facebook, y'all rocking out with us on Instagram, and everybody's always looking for education. Now you can share the content, you can go over to the King of Loc and you can check him out and learn more, and more importantly, get your ticket. Okay, get your ticket if this is what you're into. So that's February the 15th. Now, what's gonna happen on February the 16th? Locks don't feel me now. Do you promise to lock the whole lock? Nothing but lock.
Nothing.
so the concept of hair show. The concept of hair show is 50% hair
Yes.
and 50% show. You can't have a lot of hair and no show, and you can't have a lot of show and no hair. So the second day is the show. There will be a competition. There will be competitions. There will be a lock competition, a braid competition, and a barber competition. It is not about defining who you are for a piece of plastic. I want you to know that you're a winner before you even sign up. The competitions are to be used as exercises in creativity. I want you to see where you are at your stage in your development. I want you to look at other stylists and be inspired and learn from other people and to see where you are in the game. So the lock competition has to be in the vein of Kafele. No fake hair. We want people to style locks with the hair that they come with. We want you to create art on a blank canvas. The braid competition.
To
The
give
braid,
you more of what you're coming for.
the
Can't
braid
have no fake
competition.
hair.
The braid competition, you can use additives and you can use extensions. But we're looking for culture and not fantasy. So every hair competition that I know, whenever there's a braid competition, the word used is fantasy. And it's very interesting because culture and fantasy can intertwine. But we're looking for your African best. We're looking for African intelligence. We are looking for this is how you show up for the cover of Essence magazine. We want you to come and excite your ancestors.
Did y'all hear that? I was, you know what? I'm about to do a lap for you. I'll be right back.
And the bar
Excite your ancestors. You know, let me cut you off. See, here's the thing right here, Kafele. See, folks don't get excited no more. Remember that song? People don't dance no more. All they do is that. All they do is that. Okay? You saying I'm doing that and get excited. Get excited about your career and come on out and show what you all about. This is excite your ancestors. Like what made
You're going
you
to
come
get
on?
everything.
You kind of funky
Come on
with a
now.
P. You funky with two F's. You
And
FF. Now,
Bum,
hold on,
bum,
stop.
bum,
Don't be
bum,
trying to
bum,
go
bum,
past this. Don't try to go past. How in the
bum, bum,
what the
bum,
King of
bum.
Loc made you come up with? What the Loc butter made you come up with? Excite your ancestors.
because I want to see what's hot today, and I want you to acknowledge the styles of the past. I want the barbers to come and I want them to show up like the great Kyle Bullock, the amazing Kenny Duncan, the superstar Curtis Smith. I want them because there's millions and millions and millions of barbers. And these barbers who have created names for themselves, they had to figure out a lane to separate themselves from millions.
Y'all better
Us
write
like
them names down because I don't know Curtis now. I know Curtis
Curtis
Blow.
Curtis Smith.
Oh, here I go.
Curtis
We
Smith
love Curtis
is,
Smith. He's a legend.
Let me look him
and
up. I don't know. I feel whack.
and I desire that the barbers who entered the competition to please consider using women as your models. There are too many barbers in the industry that any barbershop that you go into, I never see a barber poster for women. So there is a trust
My
that
my
women,
father built his career on women
so
in his
there's a
chair.
there's a
Absolutely.
trust
That's a good
that
point.
women, there's a trust that women don't have with barbers. They'll go to the braider, they go to the cosmetologist, they go to the loctician, but they really won't go to the barber. And so there's a conversation that happens, Doc and Ladosha, in these natural hair spaces where the woman has to go to the barber shop and she's made a decision to remove the relaxer or a chemical from her hair and she has to go low. And the
Absolutely.
conversation and the conversation to the barber is, I know I gotta go low, but I don't want to look like a boy. So ladies, even though that's not the goal, there's nothing wrong with looking like us. Uh, us black men, when someone tells us that we look like our mamas, we're proud. And so, ladies, if there is a space where you have to cut your hair low and you think that you look like a boy, please have the understanding that that is a compliment to your father.
Uh-oh.
That is a compliment to your grandfather and your uncle and your brother and your son and your nephew.
All right. That's what I'm
And
talking
All
about.
right.
maybe,
Now,
and
let me
maybe,
just go
maybe your
ahead.
daddy's girl.
Did someone say daddy's girl? Hola, mamacita. My daddy ain't Puerto Rican, but I'm just saying, you know, Spanish. But listen, like when I cut the side of my, like everybody, like, oh, your haircut is just so, like I got this from Dawn from Invo. Y'all know you from the 80s. When you shave your head off on the side, you know you down with Invo. I'm just, you know, remember
Or
she said
Cyndi
I used to
Lauper.
have a crush. Yeah, yeah, all right, Cyndi Lauper, you know, the Go-Go's. So people think like all of this stuff is like new, but they're like, oh, Cassie, I've been doing this, Cyndi Lauper. We've been doing this for a long time. And I'm glad you mentioned that because when I shave like the side of my hair, people were like, is everything okay? Like, you know, and I'm like, even my mother, she was like, nah, see, you talk about you singing, now you just shave half your shit off. That's why ain't nobody gonna want to talk to your ass. No, I'm saying my mother was like, because my mom grew up. This was not ladylike. My mom grew up in the 40s, 50s. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you mentioned that because we have a slogan at the end of our show. We say, "Bald heads are beautiful too, and so are you." And so I'm glad to hear you say that it's okay that you cut your hair because everybody does not have lush hair. And I'm glad you mentioned Curtis Smith, the barber. Again, this particular platform, Planet Pluto Pseudo, is for professionals in the industry. And I like all these people you're talking about. I know who Usha. I see Usha up in there, but I don't know who Curtis Smith is. So I just can't find the words enough to thank you. So that's going to happen on the 16th, right? Where you're going to have the actual hair show. And you said that, you got to do some real hair. You can add some hair. You got barbers in there. So this is just now, how did you find the people to compete? Did you vet those people too? Or so how did one be so blessed to compete in the virtual?
I'm not vetting the competitors. I'm just encouraging them to participate in a groundbreaking, different way of competing. This is more about unity and sharing, and then more about competing. But
This is
each
more
category,
about one nation, one lock under a groove, getting down. Just
I don't
For
want you to
example.
feel.
you know what I'm saying?
I
I
don't.
get you. I'm following you.
I don't want you to feel. I don't want you to feel that a piece of plastic defines winning. But there will be one prize for each category, and the distinction of this, there are no judges, and so the audience
I dropped my
will
toy.
the audience will not be regulated as spectators. They will actively be participants, and the audience will vote on a poll system. And
Wow.
after the competitions, there will be the State of Textured Hair, which is a town hall meeting panel discussion led by my mentor, Dr. Cheryl Murrow.
You know what? Y'all better get ready. Y'all best to get ready. Now that's on the 16th, or is that on the 15th?
That is the 16th.
On
And
the
so
16th.
my
Let me just tell
sister,
everybody. Let me jump in right quick to let everybody know we do have the link. It is pinned in the chat. When we get off, you guys can get your tickets. I'm glad to hear people are saying that they are liking this, that they're interested. So remember, please share this content. We can't share Kafele, okay, but you can share the content. But before we do that, because we're going to wrap up in about 5 more minutes, our virtual co-host Wike is in the chat, and she wants Cheryl to show you guys what you need to do to help change the narrative, which, by the way, is the name of our documentary, and it's free right here on YouTube. Shameless plug. About natural hair, doing a virtual show. She's going to show you what you need to do right now, and of course, the big ups, the one and only Mr. Thando Kafele, the King of Loc. So, Cheryl, show them what they need to do for Wike. Get mad
right now.
Pampa me on, pampa me on.
Hit that thumbs up button. Come on, Instagram. Come on, Facebook. Come on, YouTube. Y'all up in the building with the King of Loc. There is none higher. You know, he one nation under a lock, getting down just for the nap of it. The revolution will not be texturized because the revolution is
Texturized.
live. You know what I'm saying? The King of Loc is up in here. I got my ticket. Cheryl gonna be there. Come on, y'all. We won't be in that action like woo, 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 woo. We got to show this man like we down for the crown. No pun intended. Okay. So as we wrap up, this was a dynamic. Would y'all not say this? You brought all the excitement. You brought the funk. You brought the lock. I can't say the lock. We can't say the funk. You know, you brought the lock. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got some new vocabulary. What the lock butter? want the King of Loc. You bring the lock. You know what I'm saying? So we got some new slang up in here. So as we wrap this up, do you have a vision that you would like to see happen, like post this event? Like, is it a continuation? Do you want to, have a breakfast club? Like we all fly up to New York, son. You know what I'm saying, son? And we just come on up there, son, and we meet you in person. I mean, what you see at the end of this virtual African intelligence exciting your ancestors?
This is an opportunity to be in unity. This is a real opportunity during Black History Month to celebrate a new chapter.
You like that, huh?
This is an opportunity during Black History Month to create new history, to create new legacy.
Black history, create new history. All right.
Okay.
This is the elevation of hair show. The hair show as we know it is over. It's over. If you'd like a personal experience, then what's been done and what's happening is still for you. But in this economy, a plane ticket and a hotel and food and the Uber is not easy for people to attend hair shows.
I know. I just got off the pole. I want to let y'all know I was out there trying to make it rain, so he ain't lying. I got to raise my prices so I can get on.
Then we gotta get the hotel. Then we gotta get the round
You don't
trip.
want
Then
to
you
get and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm a solid size 18, and I'm telling you, it's hard to swing on that pole. Okay, so if
And
you don't want to be swinging on no pole, y'all better go ahead on and get them tickets. And you don't got to worry about that. I'm sorry if I'm being a little ghetto. Y'all know I'm ghetto. Go ahead.
My responsibility that I take on as leadership is to push the culture forward. That's what it is for me. I've been in the game 30 years. I have just come off of being the first loctician to hold a space and residency at NYU. And you don't really think that there's going to be a lot more opportunities for you. And like I said before, I don't really pray a lot. And God still keeps showing up for me.
Come on now.
And so thank you, God. And thank you to all of my peers in the braid world, in cosmetology, and barbering, who created this energy in me to do better, to keep pushing, to keep that there's always something next. There's always something more to be done. And so
never too late, y'all. Never too late.
You can be good, you can be great, but I want you to be African intelligent. I want you to do better. I want you to take this opportunity and learn from these 30 educators who not only did I vet them, they have vetted me, and they have took a chance on this platform. And this is the happiest time of my life.
Aww.
And I want this to be Thanksgiving. I want cosmetologists and barbers and braiders, and I want the beauty industry to come together and to support something that is rooted in us.
One nation under a nap.
Thank you, Trish.
Getting down just for the rock of it. One nation, we're on a move. Nothing can stop. Nothing can stop us now. One nation. All right, we cannot let this man down. I got my ticket. All right, Trish the Natural, our Ace Coon Boom. That's right. My jigger, my gerb, my jelly preserve. That's how she. I just made that up. Okay. Trish like that dang gonna get on with Trish. I'm gonna try to do better in 2026. I don't know if it's no help for me, Trish, but Trish is going to share the digital flyer on her Facebook, her YouTube, and her Instagram. That's what the lock I'm talking. That's that lock butter right there. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, y'all.
That's that
Let's
lock love butter.
Stop being shy and come on and share this man's stuff, okay? And let's get the word out. Spread the word like Thunderbird. Give him come on, look at this. Give him the praise. Come on now. When church show up in the chat, your shit about to be fire. Oh, excuse me, Lord. When church show up in the chat, it's going down, okay? So Kafele,
church show up in the shack too.
I'm telling you, I want to thank you so very much. We appreciate you. We're going to support you. Like I said, the link is in there. It's, as a matter of fact, it's on all of our podcasts where it's in there. I go back and post it live. I put it in there in case people want to get that ticket or just learn more before you make your purchase. Now, if they have any questions, can they DM you, or do you don't y'all be bothering me because I'm gonna be busy? So if people have any questions, what can they do to reach out to you or someone about the show, or is all the information on the website?
I love DMs. I love talking.
It's going down in the DM.
I just want to say to you, Ladosha, and you, Cheryl, that support takes courage, and you ladies always fearlessly, without hesitation, support me. I will not get off this live without thanking Miss Makiba Edie, my partner, and Miss Athenia Rodney, who was the head of Juneteenth NYC. These are the ladies who took a chance on my vision and supported me, as scary as it may seem. And to all of the people who are on this live, and for all of the Black men listening, nothing happens without the support of Black women.
You know what?
Nothing in this world moves without the support of Black women.
Yes, I paid him to say that.
So from Thando Kafele to the community, thank you. February 15th, 16th, African Intelligence, the first ever virtual natural hair show, and the first ever virtual natural hair show led by a Black man.
You know what? That's Black history, which, by the way, in case y'all didn't know, his vision is in alignment with the 2026 theme for Black history, which is a century of Black history commemoration. And remember what instructions he told y'all to do what? Excite your ancestors, excite your wallet, and go get your ticket so you can get your brain, get some new education, some new information. You can also get some more inspiration. So please, let's support Kafele. Spread the word like Thunderbird. Cheryl, any closing remarks as we let Kafele go and everybody can go and get some rest tonight?
I just want to say that I love you. I love your passion. But more than that, I love your life. I love the contribution. And I tell you all the time, Ladosha, it is very comforting to have somebody walk something with you. They may not know where you're going, but they trust you. And as long as we have fun along the way, I think every microcosm of who we are, every person that has stopped us and said, no, don't do it that way, do it this way, or said, you can do it, stop being afraid, or whatever they've told us, you guys are going to get that on 15th and the 16th.
Wow.
Everything of who we are. And so, and as my little niece wants to say something, wants to show you guys that she loves all of you.
Oh, let me give her a clap. I love this podcast. I love y'all. We having a love fest. Kafele bringing out the love.
It's a love thing.
All right now. So you know what I say? I'm from the hood. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. Y'all follow y'all dreams out here. As my big mama would say, good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Kafele, I wish you the best of luck. You have my support. I was chat on the 15th and the 16th. Guys, don't forget, get your tickets. Like, share, subscribe. You can check out the King of Loc. He's on Facebook. He's also on Instagram. And he says, feel free to DM him, but don't be getting carried away now. Just DM him and ask him what y'all want. Because I'm sporting. I'm watching the DM. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. But y'all reach out to Kafele for any questions that you have via Instagram, the King of Loc. Cheryl, I love you. Makiba, I ain't met you, but I feel like I know because you let me be ghetto.
Yeah, all of y'all are our sisters.
And thank you, Trish, WK, LB, everybody in the chat. Live, work, clean. I saw you come through.
Rocking it out.
Juju, I saw y'all come through. We appreciate y'all. Kafele, I love you so much. And I'm very, very, very proud of you and honored to always work alongside you. So thank you so much, everybody else. Good night.
Welcome to Planet Pluto.